What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We've got day number 87 for you. We are 13 days away from 100 days of doing this. It's awesome, you guys. So when I first started, it was like barely anything. We get like 40 views a video, maybe like one or two videos that did over 2K, which was really cool. And now we're getting like a couple hundred views a video, which is so sweet, guys. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in recently. But today is going to be the 26th of December. The day after Christmas, so Merry Christmas, I guess. You probably saw a different video, which probably was the 23rd of December on Christmas. Yeah, that's probably what it was. But like we always do, we're going to spend 1 minute with God each video, and that's how I'm going to introduce each video from now on. I really do like doing this because, like I said in earlier videos, if you don't have the time to spend with God on your own, but you have the time to spend with me, we're going to spend time with God together. That's how it is. So the lesson on the day is going to be reflection. So the question, how can I keep Christmas alive all year long? Christmas is over, and all the secrets are out. The gifts have been opened, the feast devoured, the song sung, the joy celebrated. Today is a good day to take some time to reflect, as Mary did more than 2,000 years ago, on the events of the big day, on the gifts that were given, and on the love that was bestowed. Store the good times and memories away in your heart so you can think about and smile over them in the weeks and months ahead. Reflect on the goodness of God, who gave the best gifts of all, His Son. Commit yourself to sharing the story of Christmas all year long. So what's the story of Christmas? The story of Christmas is Jesus' birth. Jesus was given to us on Christmas Day. That's why we celebrate Christmas. And a lot of people, we overlook that and we're like, oh, give gifts, give this, that. We overlook the fact that the reason Christmas is a thing is because Christ was given to us on Christmas Day, and that's why we celebrate. So God's response to the question: Mary quietly treasured these things in her heart and thought about them often. Luke 2:19. Praise the Lord, I tell myself, and never forget the good things He does for me. Psalms 103:2. God's challenge. We will not hide these truths from our children, but will tell the next generation about the glorious deeds of the Lord. We will tell of His power and the mighty miracles He did. Psalm 78:4. So basically, the lesson is pretty simple today. Just keep these in your heart, You might go through some tough times in the upcoming weeks and months or whatever it may be. You might go through some tough times, but at the end of the day, you have to reflect on what God has done for you. So in times of struggle and, anything like that, instead of saying, oh, why me, God, why me? Think about everything that He's done for you in your life. You have this, say you have a vehicle like I do myself. Say I have a vehicle that gets me from point A to point B safely. Say I have a roof over my head. Say I have food in my belly. Say I have clothes on my back. There's so many things that God does that's good for you, but when you're in times of need and struggle and pain, you always forget about that. So basically the lesson is to keep those thoughts in the back of your head of all the good times, the good memories, the good things that God has ever done for you, and always tell that story. So I struggled with this a lot in my past, is because whenever I was going through tough times, that's all I would think about. Your mind always goes to what's going wrong in your life, what's going wrong in my life, blah, blah, blah. And it never goes to, oh, well, what has God done that's good for me? So I've said this already, but you have to also thank God for the bad and thank Him for the good, because how would you know what good feels like if you didn't have the bad? So, yeah, that's about all I got for you, but that's life, man. That's just life. It's an easy lesson on the day, though. But we got shoulders today. It's going to be a good day. Simple, very, very effective. I like to do this shoulder day every time because you don't need too much time in here. The only reason I spend 2 to 3 hours in here is because I have to record for YouTube. But, if I wasn't recording, it'd be probably an hour 30 max workout. You got 4 exercises on the day, which we're going to go through, obviously. But you got your shoulder press, you've got your flies, you got your flies, side delt flies, you got your rear delt flies, and then you've got your traps. That's about it. And I think those work everything that you need to, especially with the shoulders. You guys see my traps, you guys see my shoulders. I think I have pretty good developed shoulders, and this is all I do for them. So let's just get straight into it and do a hardcore shoulder day. I got my pre-workout here. Obviously, you guys know what it is, the raw supplements. If you want to get any raw supplements, code is Honeycut. You don't have to use it. I'm just saying what the code is because, yeah, it's pretty cool that I even have one. I mean, God bless me with the code. That's really cool. So, cheers. Creatine monohydrate. We've got the red, white, and bum pre-workout with Himalayan pink salt, blah, 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 stuff like that. And the pump O2. So, let's get into it. Have a good day. How about it? I can't finish that. But, like I said in the previous videos, we have got DaVinci Resolve now. So, We are learning day by day how to color grade. I have some sample clips that I have in my, inventory that I'm just playing around with. But once I get comfortable with color grading, we're probably going to switch the platforms to do DaVinci Resolve to give you guys an even better experience here, hopefully. I get a lot of comments on my videos that my quality is pretty good, or it's very good, and I want to up that. I want to do as much as I can to give you guys the best content possible. But the reason that I have not switched, because the interface in CapCut so simple to manage. Obviously, I'm not sponsored to say any of this, by the way. It's just my experience with social media. When you're a social media guy, especially when you do Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all three together, getting content out very quickly is key. So when I do make posts, or I wanted to make videos, CapCut was so simple because it allows me to just make quick edits, do these quick things, throw a filter on, get it out. And the reason I never went to DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro is because there is so much that goes on into it. I mean, you got a color grade, you've got different effects, you've got how to add the effects, the keyframe. Everything is so complicated there, and you have to learn it. So I'm self-taught in everything that I do. So it's much easier for me to do CapCut and just, get content out like quick. So we are now going to make the switch eventually to DaVinci Resolve. Once I learn how to color grade, once I get comfortable with the interface and everything like that, I'm going to learn as much as I can in the coming weeks. So be prepared for better, just better looking content, I guess. Once I learn how to really color grade, we're going to get to it. So, but yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing for now on CapCut, because it's just a lot easier to pump content out to you guys the next day. Because I'll take the videos and then splash them all together, edit them the night of, and then I'll export it and then put it into YouTube that night. And then the next day, you guys will see it. So every video you see is like a day after. So except for this week, I kind of messed it up with the whole, editing process, and with Christmas and everything, we didn't really get to it as we liked. But yeah, let's get to do it, guys. Let's see you guys inside at the shoulder press. I think we're going to do dumbbells today instead of that machine. Yeah, let's just get inside, get after it on this hardcore shoulder day, baby. Yeah. Got the hunters at the feet. We'll see what we can do here. 6 to 8 is going to be the rep range, probably, per usual. I think last time we got 8. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, to be honest with you. I'm not sure the angle on this degree-wise. It's not really a degree thing. It's kind of like a rung thing, so I don't know.
You give up on your dreams.
Nope.
What do you have left? Nothing.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid to sacrifice some blood.
One more. Oh, fuck. I think I failed on the 8th, which is fine. We'll do one more set here and we'll move it on, but felt pretty good. I guess it matters if you count the first, from here to here up, but some people don't, some people do. We'll see. So, something like that. 6 or 7, 7 or 8, whatever. See you guys on the flies. So like we said, the other day, we learned from research studies that Jeff Nippard put out, not like him doing the studies, but him just seeing the, research. Comparison of a group that did 4 seconds on a negative and 1 second on a negative. There was no difference in muscle hypertrophy. So we're not gonna hold the static and really calm down with it. We're just gonna do, still making sure I'm controlling that weight. I'm not gonna do none of this. We're just still strictly controlling that weight, but it's just the holding is a little bit less of a time frame here. So let's just get to it. Should be able to do a little bit more weight with this. But yeah.
A man has no control, even over his own will. On your feet, you're not done yet. In case you've forgotten, you have your own reasons for coming.
All right, one more set, we're moving on to the rear delts. Like I said, it's gonna be a quick day. It always is on shoulder day. But yeah, let's move it on here. If you got one, it's usually used for your ankle if you're doing, you know, those kickbacks for the glutes. But I'm gonna use it on my wrist. And we're gonna do that rear delt. So a lot of people can do rear delts on chest fly machine or, you know, on the cables with, say, this little ball right here. You can use this little ball and just hold it. But like I say, for a lot of the exercises that I do, you know, you want to take the limiting factor off of any other muscle group. So for this one, it's going to be my forearms, my grip strength. I want to take that out as a limiting factor and put all of the stress on my rear delts. So, and the way to do that is by this thing right here, which takes out my grip. Just allows me to, you know, really control it. So, but again, like we're doing the whole entire time, we are going to do 1 second holds on the way down. So 1 second negatives, I guess you could say. It's not really a negative if you're only doing it 1 second, but yeah, you guys get the drift, whatever you want to call it. But we're going for a 5-pound increase from last week with the same-ish rep range if we can. But I like this because you see my stretch. This is a fully stretched rear delt right here, and I'm gonna keep my chest pointed towards y'all at the entirety of the time here. But get that deep stretch, pull it in, pull with that rear delt. It's very simple. So just gonna crank them out here. But the reason we're doing a weight increase is because obviously we're only doing 1 second holds. And I'm not gonna bend my arm much, but I'll give a slight bend to it. So, because I don't want that tricep to get involved. So if I bent my arm, that would be a tricep right there. Much quicker reps, but still effective. So let's move to the other side. Actually, I'll just show you guys the back here. I'll just show you guys the back side of it here. But I'm not gonna come from here, bend that arm, and then go out, because that's more of like a tricep, and I don't want anything else to get involved but that rear delt. So I'll give a slight bend. So I'll come from here and maybe slight-ish of a bend. It's not gonna be straight out, because it's kind of, you know, I mean, I could do it straight out, but a little different. So let's get to it. You guys will probably be able to see this through the jersey, I think.
It's easier to accept the fact that I'm just not good enough. I wasn't made to do that. And yeah, some of us can't be LeBron fucking James. But I'll tell you right now, man, we can do a lot of shit when it comes to this pure arm guts and willpower and getting through shit. We have a lot more than we think we have. It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle? What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can do? And just keep talking about that?
Whew. I got one more set there, but yeah, feels really good. I don't feel much of a difference between the 4 second and the 1 second negative. So, but the reason I have this bad boy here is if I didn't have it, this weight's gonna be pulling me back, and I'm gonna have to rely on my side abdomen to kind of stabilize here. Again, like I said, if I can, you know, eliminate any limiting factors, it's gonna be my strength, grip strength, my, you know, stability, balance aspect. Make it as easy as possible to just feel that rear delt the whole way through. So that's why I do what I do here. But I will see you guys on the traps, which is gonna be that final movement. Then we'll get out of here on the day. You guys know it. I don't know why I've always saved this for last. I just do, because, you know, obviously I'm gonna start off with my dumbbell shoulder press, get that out of the way, because that's the one thing that takes the most energy. And this is the second thing that takes the most energy. But the thing about it is the ones before this, the flies, accessories, you know, the neurological fatigue that you get is not very substantial. It's not enough to where I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't do this, you know. So yeah, we're gonna get the 140s. We may even go to the 150s. I think I might do the 150s today, because you gotta go up in weight, you know, we're gonna progress. So let's go to 150s, fuck it.
who's gonna carry the boat in the ball? That's you, buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24. One more, Dave. One more. The boat.
It's fine, I'll take that. We got around the 12 rep range. Like I said, with me going down and the holding, the negatives, it's gonna allow me to go up and progress in weight. So, yeah. See you guys in the posing room, but that's gonna do it. That is gonna do it on day number 87. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It does mean a lot. Let's get into this posing really quick. Get out of here on the day. You guys already know what we do. Unflexed and flexed to show you the reality of bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding in itself. But that is a very simple shoulder day that you can do that's gonna target every muscle that you have. And obviously according to the shoulders. You get your front, so your anterior, posterior, and your side laterals or side delts, whatever you wanna call it. And you have the traps. So in my opinion, this is a very simple and effective shoulder day that's gonna allow you to really maximize your gains. The thing is, you wanna get in, you wanna get out. So, you know, 1 to 2 sets of heavy lifting. And yeah, so the thing about it is, do not copy me in the whole 1 second hold thing. The reason I'm doing that is because I already have a very good, you know, mind-muscle connection. And the reason that most people tell you to do these 4-second negatives is because everybody's mind-muscle connection is not inherently good. So build up your mind-muscle connection first by doing a lower weight and just progressing further and further while connecting with that muscle. And the more you do that, the more you feel it. And then when you do that, you can progress in weight more and more. You get to a point where you feel like you're at a plateau, then dumb that, you know, seconds of negatives down. And yeah, so I think that's a good path to take. So let's get into this posing real quick, get out of here on the day. As you guys can tell, my beard has finally come back in full force. So really happy with that. Let's get into the pose and get out of here. How about it? All right, you guys get the drill. You guys get the gist. Let's get into it really quickly here. I'm already pretty hungry, so yeah. Let's do it. So unflex first. You guys get it. Flexed. So what we're gonna do, there's a way to position yourself under the lighting. If I come too far, you guys aren't gonna be able to see anything, right? But if I come back to a point like right here, you guys are gonna be able to see everything. So let's do this, right? Show you guys the point here. It's all about lighting, where you position yourself under the lighting, how you do it. Let's do this one more time here so you guys can tell. All about how you position yourself under the lighting. So when I position myself correctly, I'm gonna get all these good shadows. Everything's gonna be correct. We're gonna get this nice looking physique here. Just like that, easy. So side profile, let's get into it. So what you wanna do is have my hips pointed here, and then I'm gonna twist my body to you. That gives you that, you know, kind of illusion that I have that nice V taper kind of thing here. In reality, this is what we look like. But if I twist my body to you, I get my abs involved, everything looks pretty good. So
5% mentality basically is a person that's willing to do whatever it takes to reach his goals.
You know, the thing is, you got to really sit back and understand that, you know, life's short. You got to do all you can while you can.
There's so much in life, and there's so many things to accomplish, and think outside the box. You're willing to do whatever it takes in every aspect to be the best you can be, and have that 5% mentality to where every day you're working harder and harder to accomplish those goals, whatever they may be. And, you know, accomplishing stuff in life is what makes us live, what makes us feel good about ourselves, what keeps us pushing towards everything.
So you guys, that is gonna do it on the day. Day number 87, we are 13 days away from 100 days. Really cool stuff. I really do appreciate the love and support in these last few videos. It has meant the absolute world to me. And I hope I'm doing something right. If one of you could just take 1 minute with God every day, that's why I start the beginning of the video with that. You know, I would rather start it with that and you click off at the end of the 1 minute with God and you just have that time spent with him than just, you know, going into my workouts and you wasting your time with me, I guess, if that makes sense. So if you have enough time to spend on this video, we are going to spend it together with God. And my lesson on the day, what is it going to be? Yeah, I think it's just going to be about form and technique. You know, you really, when you're starting out, especially as a young teenager or any kids out there that are watching this, you are definitely 100% going to try to ego lift. It is just in your genetics, it's in your blood. You just want to impress the people that are around you. Whether or not you want to admit it or not, you want to impress the people around you, so you want to lift a lot of weight and you want to lift it as many times as you can because you hope that girl that's, you know, you hope that Cassidy is in the corner watching you and hoping that you're impressing her by lifting the weight that you're lifting. So the thing about it is, you guys, would you rather lift a lot of weight terribly, ego lift, hurt yourself, or would you rather lift optimally and then look like you lift a hell of a lot of weight? So in my opinion, I'm a bodybuilder. There's a difference between a bodybuilder and a power lifter. So if you're trying to lift like a power lifter, you know, you're going for strength. If you want to lift like a bodybuilder, you are not going for strength. You are going for muscle hypertrophy. So my lesson on the day is to focus on your technique, focus on your form as much as you possibly can. Get that down to a science. And once you finally do that and you're able to see growth, 1, see strength go up, 2, with good technique and good form, you know, then you're on the right track. And obviously you guys have seen what I do here. We are no half reppers. So say I'm doing dumbbell shoulder press right here. A lot of people will go up, they'll come down to right here because they want to do a lot of weight, and then they'll go back up. Now, I want you to understand this, there is no range of motion here, right? I want to get that really, really deep stretch, let those dumbbells touch the side of my shoulders almost, basically, and then I'm coming back up. So my range of motion in comparison, say I'm down here, right? All the way up and down. There's a very, very, very big range of motion that I have because I like to get the full stretch of that muscle. And yeah, that's about it. So eat right and do good form, good technique. That's all I got for you today. Really do hope you guys enjoyed or you learned something today. If you did, I just ask that you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I don't want to ask this at the beginning of the video because I don't want to seem like, you know, that's all I want. I just want whoever's watching this to enjoy what they're watching at the other side of that screen and, you know, hopefully learn something from me if I can at all. But yeah, it's all in, you know, God's will. If he wants me to teach you something, he will. And if I say stupid stuff, then I do. So hopefully you guys are learning something from these videos. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. And with all of that being said, I will see you guys next time.